Good morning and welcome once again to Charlie Riverman here on Humanity Healing on Friday mornings with his Presence of Light talks. As always, it's a joy to be here to wake up in the morning without really knowing what the talk will be about and listening to that inner self that guides us and honors us as the creator beings that we are, and coming up with a theme and then listening to how that will reflect to the world, and does it have a message for the world that is important. So as I make all my clicks and relax and await you all to join me from around the world, I just want to offer you a moment of quiet reflection, a moment where you just gently breathe, gently breathe in the air that the trees give us. And as we exhale, we give the trees what they need. I want you to feel connected to the trees. I want you to feel connected to Mother Earth. And know that we have been for thousands of years abusing Mother Earth in ways that we didn't intend to do in that manner. We didn't understand for many years. And now that we do understand what we're doing, we need to come in back into our hearts and realize that we need to help her. We need to show her our love. We need to not only show our love to each other as human beings, but to all living creatures, to all life forms. And know that without that love, many things will not survive. And I say that not to upset anybody, but just to realize that today's talk about weaving a new tapestry is really what we're being asked to do. And we're being asked to do that because of the fact that everything is um, out of order. It's out of order. And the more things are becoming out of order, and the plans to bring them back into order are as harmful as what created them. And we, who are the beings, the guardians, are to deeply tap into ourselves and ask ourselves, what can we do? Both individually and collectively. So welcome everyone, and good morning. Good morning, Valerie and Tina and Gloria and Anita. Bless you, dear heart. Louis, bless you. Thank you all for being here. Today's topic is weaving a new tapestry. And it's funny how that came to me, but it was really all around the words grace and ease. And those were the words that came to me at first, was grace and ease. And I couldn't figure out, because I say those words a lot, what it was actually meaning. So I quieted my human mind of trying to figure it out. And then just asked, what is this? What is this really about? And I've used that term, weaving a new tapestry, many times over the years, because in many ways that's what I feel that we're doing. But the tapestry that I think of is this universal tapestry, this beautiful vision of what life on planet Earth really is at its highest and fullest potential. It's a tapestry to show creators and beings from other universes that here is our pride and joy. This is who we are as human beings, that we not only have this ability to be amazing creators, but we're doing it on this beautiful planet that shines brightly in everybody's viewpoint. Wherever you're looking from, out in outer space, Mother Earth is special. And we are special as well for being here. Some of what I say sounds a little uh, challenging for many people. Most of you who listen to me and know that I talk about multiple dimensions, and I talk about uh, star ancestors, and I talk about inner earth beings and all of these things, and elementals, and all of these are a part of our existence here. We can no longer choose to be separate from them. And we need to deepen our relationship to understanding who and what they might be in relation to us individually, especially as we weave a new tapestry. So many of you, if you look at tapestries and ancient tapestries, and anything that creates is creative, and you look at the beauty and you look at the integrity of everything, and then over years the tapestry gets worn and disheveled. That's where we are now. The original tapestry is beautiful. The reality is we need to weave a new one that is showing us having come from the old tapestry and evolved to a place where each one of us, each of our gifts, individual gifts, can now come together to show how much we have learned, how much we have created that is positive and aligned with planet Earth, not the visible destruction that many are seeing. So, two words that came to me this morning first were grace and ease. And I always talk about grace and ease, and yet many of us really still struggle with grace and ease, and understanding what grace and ease is, because we live in a world where it's in turmoil, it's in change, it's going to change whether we accept it or not. It has to change. So the question is, how can we create more moments to help assist in that change to be a positive change? And if we do that, what would our lives feel like? What does it feel like to be a creator, to be a creator being? And many of you feel that because you are creators. You're artists, you're poets, you're songwriters, you are, you know, you have great attributes of creating. Some people can just be great cooks. It's You are creators. And this is what weaving a new tapestry is about, is calling all creators, all of you beautiful, powerful, amazing creators, to come back into your hearts and see the blank canvas or see the blank screen, or it's, whatever it is, and say, how can I put my signature? How can I put my creative ability into that? So it doesn't have to be physical. It has to be internal. And this is what we're actually being called to do right now, is to find that creative being in us and look at life not as something that's dissolving and being destructive. I'm not saying you don't deny what's happening, but knowing that that destruction has to happen in order for the new world to be rebuilt upon it. If you look at our ancient cities around the world, if you look at the rubble of these ancient sites around the world, you realize that they had power and ability that we have lost. Who were these beings that lived here at that time? And are we the descendants of those? And the reality is, yes, to all of those. So the builders of the temples, the builders of the pyramids, who today humans can't create, who today humans are beginning to understand some of the uh, deeper inner patterns and meanings. Not that some haven't known all along, but they hid them away in order to have control over planet Earth and all inhabitants. And that's now no longer valid, because that way of life has destroyed much of Mother Earth. And so we are here now to stand in our own creative self and learn to come together without distortion and interference. And how can we weave this new tapestry together? As I say that, my guides are saying you need to weave the tapestry within yourself first. So thank you. What does that mean? Weave the tapestry within yourself. And I'm being guided to say that over thousands and thousands of years, and our ancestors to now, we have, how do I say this, created a bunch of rubble in ourselves, in our own physical building, if you will, our own pyramid here, our own temple. And when we look around the world, we see that one of the most prevalent things that we are looking at is disease and illness. I'm not saying that we haven't had disease and illness all along, but it seems that it's grown way out of proportion to healthiness, and that it has become profitable for many. That people are uh, profiting over our being sick. It's a business. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just asking you to look at what's going on in the world. What's business is guns, ammunition, death, illness. Is that the principle of Mother Earth? Is that the practice of Mother Earth? Does Mother Earth try to self-destruct itself? You all know the answer to that. No. So we are the ones who are here. We are the ones who are awakening to that part of ourselves that's inside, that is a creator being. And the message is to weave a new tapestry. Now, many of you are not weavers. I know I'm not a weaver, but I have done rug hooking as a creative person. I've done rug hooking. I've done a lot of macrame. I used to make and sell macrame a long time ago when macrame was very popular. And it's a challenge to do it and do it well and do it with ease and grace. And here's the two words, ease and grace. Many of you who are good at something will look back at when you began, whatever it is that makes your heart rock loud, at first you kind of struggle. You're trying to figure it out, and you make mistakes here, and then you learn. Oh well, if I do this and that, and then you talk to somebody, and somebody else teaches you a little trick, and all of these things. And we, at first, our tapestry, our macrame, our whatever, our dinner, our cake, whatever it be, doesn't look that good or doesn't taste that good. But we learn. We learn by listening and saying, oh, if I did this instead of this, and we are using our creative abilities and sharing and speaking with each other and communicating. What is the best way to do this? What do you do when this happens? And we listen to the wisdom of each other. It isn't about making rules. It isn't about making laws. Each one of us in our heart wants whatever it is we're doing to be the best it can be for us in that moment. Knowing that in that moment, we'll make mistakes, we'll make errors. Yet it's learning that all of that allows us to look at it differently and say, oh, all I had to do was this instead of that. The new tapestry is created. So I ask you all to think about that. Just think about the reality of what is your potential. What do you really like to do? And what you would like to do more of. Because when we do what we like, there's an energy that runs through our body. It's positive energy. It's not being selfish. It's not being self-centered. It's recognizing our relationship with positive energy. And as each of you know, in this world, we are being bombarded with negative energy and negative thought forms 24/7. I'm not going to, I'm not into who or why or what. It doesn't matter. The fact is that that's what we are. If there's a war in this world right now, it's us fighting against negative energy. And we are actually fighting for our survival. So we need to find positive energy, and the positive energy comes from our creative abilities. It's really simple. Little children, when you give them a project to do, they stop crying, they stop whining, because they're involved in something. They're busy, they're creating something. When you help them create something, not tell them what to do, but you just make a suggestion or help them, they smile. They feel grateful. They become peaceful and attentive. And that was the first sentence that I was given. Weaving a new tapestry requires an ability to remain peaceful and attentive. What would happen, or what do you think might happen, if more people around the world were more peaceful and attentive to what is happening and helping to create a new tapestry, something beautiful? This is not hard work. We all have this ability. We all have an ability to create newness. And it begins within ourselves. Oh, Victoria. I've been focusing on being active and moving my body, healthier substances and grounding and gratitude, so many distractions from being present. Perfect. This focusing on self is not being selfish. You see, we've created a vocabulary of words that have pointed out all the negative aspects of who we are. We need to throw that vocabulary book out and create one of positive statements about ourselves. Let's feel good about what we're doing. Even if nobody else knows what we're doing. People say to me, well, you need to write a book with all your writings. And I says, no, I don't need to write a book. My writings are my gift to the world. And somebody will probably steal them and put their own name on them. I could care less. My gift to the world. Because when I write those things, I feel good. I feel positive. And as I feel positive, that positive energy goes out into the world. And each person in the world feels it. And that's what I want to say to you today, is this weaving a new tapestry is about taking the positive energy within you and focusing it on something that you love to do and that somebody else might see or engage in, and it'll put a smile on their face, a spark in their heart, a kind thought. It's not as hard as you might think. It's just being you, the real you, not the you that the world wanted you to be. When I was a child, I wanted to be a nuclear physicist. I became a member of a street gang. Nuclear physicist was not in their vocabulary. But today, I can look and say, in many little ways, I am that nuclear physicist. Not according to the way nuclear physicist is defined in it, but in many ways, my poetry, my talks are part of that creation, that nuclear creation that is positive, that is beneficial for everyone. So I won't belabor this. And as the truck rides by, life goes on. I just want you to look at life from the aspect of what can you do to create newness? Create newness. What would newness be for you? It can be tapping into old things that made you happy and starting there and saying, well, this is not right. Pick up that guitar that you used to play and no, that's not it. But seek it. What is it that makes you, how do I say it, disappear from the chaos, makes you, pulls you out of the fighting, the screaming, the suffering? That's where your heart is. Come back into your heart. And I'm going to read my poem from yesterday, or my writing from yesterday from Global Heart Team. As I close here, it's called Our Heart of Gold. Joel asks, how do I find the energy while battling the negative? Stop battling the negative. It's there. Don't battle anymore. There's no need to fight. You see, this is where we've been brainwashed to believe in certain things. The nightmares will be there. The nightmares are really your body releasing trauma. And if you're having the nightmares, just understand that you have more power than the nightmares. Because the nightmares are not in physicality. The nightmares are generated in your subconscious. And know that you have, each one of you have more power. So look at the nightmares, see if you can make sense of them or not, or where they might have reflection. Because right now we're releasing the trauma of not only our own personal trauma, but of thousands of years of human trauma around the world. And that's why this heart of gold that we have needs to be respected. And this is why we need to weave a new tapestry, because the old one doesn't work anymore. And it only worked for those who created it to enrich themselves and take power over others. Well, I love your comments, inspire me. So go get back to Our Heart of Gold. This was written for the Global Heart Team, which is held every Thursday. Our higher light and love is always that inner treasure which cannot be bought or sold. It is the most precious energy that is constantly flowing from the source as the golden purity of creation, that forever oasis within us that we can share with each other. You are precious beyond understanding, and your power to harmonize and balance now needs to arise and be seen and heard. Hopefully that dulls the noise from the truck outside. And I will put this in the messages for you anyway. Our awakening to higher consciousness opens all the streams of golden light to flow without obstruction into your heart. The one heart returns to humanity, and we heal the wounds of lifetimes for all of our past and future generations. And I'm going to put this in the chat for you. Okay. If I can remember how to do that. Yeah, somewhere I have a thing that says write. There it is, write a comment. All right, so it'll come in as from Humanity Healing. But it is mine. It's what came through me yesterday. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for showing up and listening and mulling over in your own hearts what comes through me. It's not me. I'm not trying to direct you or teach you or make you do anything. I'm just presenting what I get presented with every day, every week. And how can I look at that and create newness in my own life in order to enhance life for everybody around me? And knowing that in that moment, we are definitely weaving a new tapestry. And each one of you will receive grace and ease as you do that, because it's a point of remembering your power, your sovereignty, your gift of who you are in this world, that you are worthy, that you are loved, and that you are able to love others and forgive them. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's a challenge. But we are the ones who chose to be here right now to make this happen. Thank you all for your beautiful presence. Thank you all for all of those kind gestures that you offer to others, because they're all part of this tapestry. We're not looking for to be on the front cover of the magazine. What we're doing is honoring who we truly are by tapping into the power and the beauty that each of us have within ourselves that is unique to each of us, both individually and collectively. So start here, take care of you, realign your life to align with what makes you feel complete, satisfied, present, alive, offers you grace, offers you ease. Sounds like a dream world, doesn't it? For some, that may be all it is. But once you catch that dream, once you get that vision of that tapestry that you want to weave, one thread at a time, one knot at a time, one turn of the potter's wheel at a time, whatever it is, you will build it. And I know you will. The only way out of fear and pain and suffering is love. It's the only antidote. And when you start to love who you are and what you do, everything becomes a new tapestry. I love you. I thank you. I respect you. I am you. You are me. We are unity. One heart, one love. And we chose to be here together in this moment. Deep breath, big hugs. May your week be filled with brilliant moments, sparkles of light, in spite of the picture that you're being shown in order to keep you fearful and unable to begin your new tapestry. See you next week. Love you. Thank you, Humanity Healing, for another opportunity to speak to the world. We're here for each other. Bless you all.